Dead. So, tonight, I wanted to introduce my father, but first he said, well, I got a little 2 minutes to say something about how I feel. I completely agree with Faye and her comments just now. When I was in Rotterdam, a couple of days back, that was one of the main things I addressed was the disgustingness, because that's something that personally touched me, of how the D's were running this campaign, coming after Mia. And Faye talked about her natural hair. I had talked about my natural hair that night as well. Of course, I wore my hair open today as we supported Mia because the hair are lovely, right? They're just mudslinging and talking a whole bundle of pop. So for me, I saw a video today and it was quite disturbing as well. One of the D politicians did mention that he don't understand and he thinks politics is all really about what he don't see when you can't curse a politician in politics. I was like, is that really what it's about? I thought it was about the policies, but I guess what was wrong, it was about cursing each other. He said he would curse your mother, your father, your dog, your sister, your auntie, the mangy rat in the yard, the mangy dog in the yard. I could not believe where we're at. I am here tonight, Edmund Hinkson's daughter, yes, probably a youth coordinator for the BLP St. James North, to encourage you for my dad's vote, because I have never ever heard my dad come on a platform and talk about mudslinging. You ever heard about him talk about mudslinging at anybody? You ever hear him talk about a single other politician and say something negative? Yeah, they're always trying to fire at him, fire at me, fire at everyone. Why? Because they have nothing on the bees, nothing to say. What did they do for their constituencies? Nothing. Things were dread. So tonight, I am letting you know all about my dad, because he's the next speaker up. Are we excited that Edmund Hinkson is coming up? All right. So Faye would have mentioned about the Life Skills program already. Having given a couple speeches I did, that is my favorite thing actually to talk about, because it's something that actually directly hit me. It was a program that I actually attended and I had a whole bunch of fun with, but not only fun, I grew as an individual from attending the program. I learned all sorts of skills that helped build my confidence even more. I was a speaker, but I did get to speak now this time to different people, talk to people, learn to build my CV, how to be a better person at obtaining a job if I wanted, how to do different things. But I was happy to hear that a lot of the, at that time, unemployed young people became employed. After 3 months in the program, 80% of the participants became employed. So that's one of the largest things my father did. I never heard of, you could tell me if I'm wrong, but other people focusing that much on the youth to put in a full program that deals with the young people. He also assists with school supplies, reading materials, graduation prizes, tablets, sports day prizes, anything that the young people can need. He does educational tours for primary schools all around Barbados, because it's important for the young people to learn all about their history, their culture, to just be educated and to be excited about being a Bajan, because that's some spirit that's lost. I have not seen the D's, I have not seen the representative for this area taking any young people on tours and seeing what these little children need. Class 4, class 3, they need the love and support to know that in this constituency, there is hope for them, there is an education, it's whatever they love. Not only just if it's the formal education, but sports, everything my dad is supporting in all of those areas for the young people. Most importantly, for the last couple of days, well, yesterday specifically, I actually called about 70 young voters. And I know the telecanvassers have been amazing calling up young people, because a lot of first-time voters, and if we have any out here, sometimes they're a little scared or a little skeptical or might not understand what is really the importance of voting. And the importance really of voting is that any policies made or any decisions made within a country affect every single person within the country. It doesn't matter if you're 2 years old, 5 years old, a young person as the ones that are now coming in, 18 to 23, that are now voting, 18 to 22. It's affecting them. It's greatly affecting them. Of course, your tuition fees have been ridiculously high, increasing 6 times over. And my father worked hard He did the fundraisers every year, the dinners, whatever type of fundraising he could come up with the assistance of the boards to raise funds and actually pay for the tuition for a lot of UWE students. I didn't have an exact figure, but I know it's a lot because I hear him calling up people, you had to drop out of UWE. Well, we're assisting with partial tuition. We gotta make sure you stay in UWE because UWE, our education, is top priority for young people in this constituency, and Barbados in general as well. He also assists with the elderly. I'm sure I put song if you listen. They talk a lot about the youth. It talks a lot about he's helping people, the elderly, and he's helping the disabilities. And nothing in that song was made up. I have the proof right here. Hampers every year for Christmas, hampers throughout the year, elderly people who have no one to take care of them, support for them in any way that they could need. He very, very heavily helps the special needs. I know that's a dear part of him, and some people know, well, his sister is deaf, and they're the most vulnerable part of society, the special needs person. So of course, he goes above and beyond to make sure their education is handled, whether it's feeling involved in culture, feeling involved in health, whatever needs they might have to be a part of the society, because special needs persons are just as much a part of the society. And I know he's frustrated because at times he would write to the Ds and he would say, because he's in opposition, there's only so much to go down in opposition, that's why you need to make him win again. You need to make sure the Bs win so that they're in power, so they could do even more, because I don't think he should have to be writing to these Ds who really aren't giving back or helping. He told me about a girl with cerebral palsy, and he was just looking for some extra funds, so she could go to a school that could help her better. I think it was about $700 he mentioned, more per term or whatever, and they were not willing to give this money at all. That is a frustrating thing. When you want help for special needs persons, and he's doing every single thing he can, from legislation to visiting, to calling, to checking in. He's donated to sporting clubs, donated to churches, donated to fire victims. And when I said this, I immediately thought about, whoa, we are right across from what fire station? We're right here in Weston, right? And what happened in this constituency? Anybody know they closed it, right? When they closed it, what happened after that? Anybody knows, because I try to follow some things that happen in the constituency. Anybody know after that closed, what actually happened? There were a couple houses that burned out just in this area. And actually fire stations, the closest one is our Charles St. Thomas. So of course, it's gonna take so long for those fire trucks all up St. Thomas to come down here to help people down here. Maybe it could have saved a house, maybe it could save something, but this fire station done closed down. I don't know what they were planning to do with it. This is why I'm still here wondering. And people out here struggling with fires. He assists the NGOs in the communities. He helps with the agricultural assistance, such as the chicken raising projects. Because Barbados, we can make money off of agriculture. We can make money off of culture. We can make money in all these areas, but what are the Ds doing to support it? My dad is making sure that he's coming out. He's supporting in whatever funds, personal pocket funds, raising funds, getting you guys together, friends, groups, supporters, everybody, to help with the different initiatives as much as he can in the position that he's in. I have never seen somebody go so above and beyond, even in agriculture, culture, health, whatever it is. Just a few of his achievements and things he's done over the times, even long before politics, and things that he's going to continue to do, but in a different capacity now as your MP for St. James North. My dad was head of the Lions Club in Barbados. He was named the best president of the Lions Club in the Northern and Eastern Caribbean. That's a pretty big honor. Director of the Salvation Army. You're free to clap. You're free to clap, I don't mind. Chairman of the National Conservation Commission, National Housing Corporation, Deputy Chairman of the Building Authority, Director of the National Cultural Foundation. His special area, the soft spot for my dad, Director of the Council for the Disabled, Member of the Association for the Blind and Deaf, Deputy Chairman of the National Advisory Committee on the Promotion of the Rights and Needs of Persons with Disabilities. Even back then, who is nationally recognized as being one of the leading advocates of persons with disabilities in the community. So things right now, dread, like I said. But if you peeped at even the mini manifesto that Mia put out, there's a larger one too. I was smiling bright that I got one. These sort of issues and things will be no more under the bees. If you believe that, no more. We don't just come out here and make promises. I have seen moves happening. Moves, and if we're comparing back to things that under the D administration and the B administration. Mia is serious about these moves. I am serious about. I just can't wait till NSRL gone. I can't afford anything. Anything. I already couldn't afford much, but I can't afford anything though. I can't wait for that to reduce. I was looking at things like the minimum wage. I cannot wait to see the minimum wage raised to $8 because poor people are struggling. I don't know how people are getting through right now. If you want changes, if you want serious, real changes, if you're serious about seeing Edmund Hinkson back again as your MP for St. James North, if you're serious about seeing the BLP take over, tell all your friends, we vote in Mia, we vote in whoever your representative is in your area. Re-elect Eddie, thank you very much. We're going down to the polls, right? By Edmund Hinkson, we put in the S. Thanks for the song. Two songs. No things red, we voted for the red. We voted for Edmund Hinkson, right? Yes, like it, that's like it. Let the people know, let the speech.